I became interested in photography when I was about 14 years old. My mom is a really good photographer, and anyway, I'd follow her around and she would teach me about photography. And then my mom and dad bought me a Nikon camera, Nikon FM, when I was probably 14, 15 years old, and ever since then I've loved it. It's just amazing being out here with my wife and of course with some of my best friends when I'm out here shooting. And then when the light hits and it's just right, there's nothing like it. Not only do we have all this beauty that surrounds us, not just here, but the Doniana Mountains, the Las Cruces Mountains. There's so much to shoot here if you're a landscape photographer. But everything is very close. You don't have to drive hours and hours to get anywhere. You can look up at the clouds and see what's going on and think, wow, it looks like it might be good light in an hour. And you can get to a spot and get to a place like this in a very short time. Listen to that. You have one pack of coyotes here, another pack over here. It's just a great place to be a photographer. The photo of Mourning the Dead, Kiki and I were hiking up in the Organs, and we just came across this deer skull. And I thought, wow, that'd be amazing to have that in a photograph. It looked like it was going to be a great sunrise the way the weather forecast was looking. I found the deer skull probably a mile from where I took the photograph. Set the deer skull down and just waited, and I actually got some night shots. It was probably 4 in the morning, hiked in, but then the sunrise was just incredible. And it actually turned the deer skull this orange color, you know, it was just really beautiful. And then having the organs in the background. So yeah, that's one of my favorite shots. My dog's name is Giggsy. He's with me a lot. There are certain times I don't take him if we're going to an area where it's really high brush and can't see the snakes. I don't want him to get bit by a rattlesnake, but because we see a lot of rattlesnakes out here, especially at night in the summertime. But honestly, the rattlesnakes, they don't bother me. It's the ants. At night, you can't see the ground. And I don't know how many times I've set my tripod up in an ant bed. Ants crawling up my pants, and you don't know it till you start getting bit. And anyway, that's always a lot of fun. The desert's a whole nother place at night. You know, it's just you, the wildlife, the stars. It's a magical place, it really is. We do a lot of shooting in the Sierra de las Uvas. There's a peak there, Massacre Peak. Just a absolutely beautiful place to shoot. There's a lot of Indian petroglyphs around the area. The night skies are incredible. There's no light pollution from city lights around. We camp out there a lot in the summertime. It's just it's a wonderful place to be, and honestly, you never see a soul there. It's kind of a hidden gem, and that's west of Las Cruces, about 30 miles. My philosophy in photography, the way I try to shoot, is I try to make my final image look like it did when I was out there, the way I experienced the landscape. That's what I try to do with my photography. When somebody says, wow, I could tell that image was yours before they even knew I took it, that really makes me feel good. It lets me know that I do have my own style.